Hello everyone, welcome to patch 1.04. I have a lot of things to talk about. Let's go through it. First thing you realize is when you hit escape, the menu has changed. Now instead of having the main menu in the bottom, now I've changed to the traditional file edit style main menu that we all know from using Windows and Mac software. So click on file, you see now you have your load stage, save stage, export. You can import your GLB and import groups from here. Now you don't need to drop an object and then load that file here. You can just do it from here. You can clear stage, recover. Your settings are all here as well. Hit escape, then under edit you have your change your bay, your environment, your cameras, and edit your stage briefing. And click here to access stage central. Click here to access your account, and you can also switch modes from here. So I can go to activation. Instead of hitting F3, F4, F5, F6 and all that, you can just go to the main menu and switch your mode. Much easier from here. So as I mentioned earlier, traditionally you had this custom prop and custom group down here. You don't need that anymore. Now you can just hit escape and go file, import GLB. Just go pick up a GLB file here, and now I have a unicorn right there. Or I can also import a group. Sorry, hit escape, file, import group, and then you can look for a group that you've saved previously. I'm trying to look for that save file here. There we go. Yeah, so the menu changes. I think this looks more familiar to most of you, so hope you enjoy using that. The next feature is layout. So if you ever go to the written stage briefing, there's this option here to print the layout page. If you click on this, now I've added an ability for you to increase your zoom level and decrease your zoom level. So as you can see from here, you can see the preview down here, and you can basically set your layout page to whatever you want, and once you have that, then you can export it. Or if you want to replace this, you can obviously load an image yourself and use that as a custom image. So you can do that as well. So now I have this feature here, which is pretty handy. Actually, some of you have asked for this, so which is pretty cool. The other enhancement I made was, so for instance, if I drop, let's say I drop a few targets like this, and you can see it's auto renumbered, right? So let's say if I want to change this to something else, let's say I edit and change this to, let's say, target special. Let's call it special. Now if I keep dropping more targets, it will ignore that as in the target counter. And so if I drop more like this over here, it will, once you've edited the text, it will not be included in the auto calculate numbers anymore. And then the last thing is the official IPSC terminology for targets. So if you ever use IPSC targets, this is not actually called T1. I mean, most of the local clubs will do that, but for level 3 IPSC and above, they have special terminologies for this. So this is actually IT instead of T1 for IPSC target. So if you add another one, it'd be IT3. If you add a mini target, where's my mini target? Somewhere here. It's actually IMT, right? So let me know if there's anything else that I need to add. I believe even swingers are also considered targets anymore. Instead of S1 is actually the type of target they'll be using for swingers. So hopefully that will help with some of you IPSC designers. I have some new props. Let me go over to this side. First is a 2-stack USPSA. I believe this is the one that was wanted. I think Marcel requested for this. So 2-stack with a hardcover here. So that is now a target here that you can use. I also have the cross revolver. So instead of the target USA revolver target, now I have a cross revolver target. So with 4 targets here. Another cool functionality. So if Marcel also wanted this, so caution tape basically. So let's say for instance you build something like this, you have a stage, and then you want to make sure that this is a place where only arrows can go through. You want to mark it off with a caution tape. Now we have this model called under stage marker. You have 2 types of caution tapes, right? You have one that's the traditional one. Let's move this back here. Move this back here a little bit. There we go. And so this is resizable as well. So you can hover on it and you just use your arrow keys to extend, right? Then you can move it like that, or you can use the other caution tape and then you can bend it like that and then make it longer if you want. So this is again another pretty handy thing like that. So Marcel, I hope you like that. And then so we had a metric ruler. There was I think we had a problem with the metric ruler. Some of you noticed it was not accurately measuring meters. It was a little bit off, actually a lot off. So now I've made it so that it is correct now. So as you notice, every square in this grid is 1 meter. So is this ruler. And then I also now have an imperial ruler as well. So you notice the imperial is less. I believe 1 meter is 3.3 feet. And so so this is more accurate for those of you who want to use imperial measurements. So that's all I have for you this week. Apart from this, there is a bunch of bug fixes, things like resolution and cloning and stuff like that. And hope you find that useful. So again, if you want to give me feedback, hit escape, go over to edit, go over to file under settings, go here and click provide feedback. I think some of you on a Macintosh have issues using this, so if you can't use this provide feedback function, I urge you to join Discord. Link to the Discord server is in the YouTube description. Apart from that, I would like to thank all the Patreon supporters. I appreciate your contribution and the support for the tool. If you'd like to support me in continuing to develop and enhance this tool, click on this link here, support us on Patreon, and I will be forever in your debt. So apart from that, I hope you like the new changes. That's it for this week. Sorry I've been off for work. Managed to come back and start work on this about a week ago. I will continue to provide updates. So have a great weekend all, and see you on the range.